Yes, sir. YouTube. What it do, man? It's your boy Man, aka Lowski, aka the Big Low. And we are back on the channel with another video, man. The second video on the channel. The first official video outside of the intro. For whoever tapped into the intro, appreciate it, man. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new, this is your first time watching the first video, welcome, man. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you tap in with your boy. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm posting more videos, man. For today's video, your boy wanted to get things started, man, get things rolling, but in a very calm way. Nothing too crazy for the first video, you know what I'm saying? So, today we will be diving into the kicks category. We will be talking about some sneakers, Air Jordans to be specific. As you can see by the title of the video, today your boy will be ranking his favorite Jordans from each number, from the Air Jordan 1 to the Air Jordan 14. Now, no disrespect to anybody or any Jordan after the 14. No disrespect at all. It's just that, you know, the sneakerhead community does not really rock with those for real. No disrespect for whoever liked them, that's y'all. I'm not a big fan of them. I go from 1 to 14. Those are my favorites. Like I said in my intro video, and as you can see behind me currently, I love my sneakers, man. I got my little collection going, making my younger self happy, buying stuff I couldn't get when I was younger. It's a blessing, I ain't gonna lie to you. It feels good. But I thought, why not start with something calm? Why not share with the people who's tuning in my ranking list from Jordan 1 to 14? Let me hear y'all thoughts and opinions or y'all personal rankings. What's y'all top 5, top 3 favorite Jordan of all time, number 1? I feel like that's fire, man. Just connecting with everybody who loves sneakers, who loves the culture, the community as a whole. You know what I'm saying? That's fire to me. So make sure y'all comment below after y'all see this ranking list. This is my opinion. I'll put this list together myself. The internet, I know, is full of trolls, people who might think differently. This is something that I want to see going forward, you know, people interacting, engaging with each other like, yo, nah, that's better than that one, or nah, you bugging, I got this over that. That's fire to me. Just nothing crazy, nothing negative. Just keep it all peace, you know what I'm saying? We all into the same stuff, showing love, and that's what we here to do, man. So, with that being said, your boy's about to tap in from number 14, meaning my least favorite, all the way down to number 1, meaning my favorite Jordan of all time. Let's get it. Coming in number 14 on the list, we got the Air Jordan 14, man. Yes, sadly, but surely, the Air Jordan 14 is coming in dead last in 14th place on my personal Jordan rankings list. Aside from my personal preference, this shoe was very iconic. Created in 1998, as most of us know, or if you don't know, Michael Jordan himself hit his world famous last shot in this sneaker against the Utah Jazz to secure that 6th NBA championship ring. But in all honesty, man, I just feel like the Jordan brand does not do enough for this shoe for us to be a high contender. Aside from the OG colorways, the more noticeable ones, I feel like they don't do a lot when it comes to this shoe. A lot of colorways don't satisfy me or the sneakerhead community a lot for people to go out and cop them. Me personally, I am not a big fan of the Jordan 14 lows. So all of that plays a part in making this, you know, my least favorite on the list. Now, I forgot to mention, me personally, I have only owned one pair of Air Jordan 14s. So while I'm doing these rankings, we got to keep in mind, I'm going based on my taste in sneakers, what I've experienced with these Air Jordans, and what I've put on my feet. We all have different opinions and we all have different experiences with these sneakers. So feel free to comment below on what you think about what I'm saying. Whether you agree or disagree with a certain take, let's chop it up in the comments, man. Have a discussion. Let's learn from each other. Let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Coming in at number 13 on the list, believe it or not, the Air Jordan 13s, man. Now I promise you, the Air Jordan 12s are not number 12 on my list. That would be hilarious. But coming in at number 13, we got the Air Jordan 13s, created in 1997. Now, me personally, I have not owned a pair of 13s, but I do plan to add some into my collection in the near future. Now, once again, me personally, I do see some similarities between the 13s and the 14s. There are just not a lot of colorways that stick out aside from the more noticeable ones like the Breads or the Flints or the He Got Games, you know what I'm saying? There are just not a lot of colorways that real sneakerheads are looking for. And if we're being honest, a lot of Jordan 13s have been sitting recently. Not a lot of people are copping them, so they're not really a fan favorite aside from the ones I just mentioned. Coming in at number 12 on the list, we got the Air Jordan 5s, man. Created in 1990. Now, I know this may shock a lot of people because I know a lot of people who love the 5s. I personally think the 5s are very cool, but because of my lack of experience with them, I have to put them this low on the list. Actually, my very first pair of Jordans that I remember vividly were the 5s. I had the Laney 5s when I was about 4 or 5 years old, back in the early 2000s, a very popular shoe, you know what I'm saying? But over time, I feel like the 5s have become very underrated. Aside from the big name collabs like the Off-Whites or the big name 5s like the Metallicas or the Fire Reds, not a lot of people are searching for 5s nowadays. Coming in at number 11, everybody hates this shoe. I don't know why this shoe is so hated, bro. I don't. Coming in at number 11, we got the Air Jordan 2s, created in 1986. Whether people think this shoe is just plain old ugly, they're uncomfortable, they have no fire colorways, I don't know. But me personally, I like a good Jordan 2. Some people have told me that the shoe is too narrow or too flat foot, which may be true depending on how your feet fit in certain sneakers. But me personally, I have not had no bad experiences or no problems with the Jordan 2. As we know, over the past couple of years, the Jordan 2 has collabed with Off-White and Don C and made some fire sneakers that a lot of Jordans can't compete with. Now, the reason I have these sneakers so low on my list or at number 11 is because of my little experience with them. I've only had one pair. The pair that I currently have right now is the 2022 Chicago pair. So other than that, man, I think the Jordan 2 is very underrated. If Jordan Brand comes out with some OG colorways, or if I can get my hands on a good pair from the past, why not? We are now in the top 10, man. If you know, you know. Big 10s, all go to a 10. Coming in at number 10, we got the Air Jordan 8s, created in 1993. Now, just like the Air Jordan 2s, I only have one pair of Air Jordan 8s. The only pair I've ever had in my life are the recently released Playoff 8s, man. I love that sneaker right there. Very classic. Aside from that, I feel like the shoe was this low because of my little experience. And I feel like the shoe was a little too heavy on me specifically. But I do like the colorways that Jordan Brand has with those sneakers right there, man. Aside from the Playoffs, I feel like the Aqua 8s are a must cop. The Bugs Bunnies, if they ever come out again, you know what I'm saying? But very underrated, man. I like some Jordan 8s, word. Coming in at number 9 on the list, we got the Air Jordan 10s, created in 1994. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The Jordan 10s would be a lot higher on my list if they had some more colorways, bro. I've only ever had 2 pair of Jordan 10s. The first pair I ever owned was the very weak Westbrook ones, you know, the white shoe with the half red and half blue. They were very weak to me. I only copped them because that's the first time I started collecting sneakers or started buying sneakers on my own. I thought they would be cool. Come to find out, I didn't really like them that much. And right now I currently have the Steel 10s that came out a couple years ago. I don't think Jordan Brand are ever bringing those back out for a little while, you know what I'm saying? But I like some 10s, man. They're very comfortable, very light, very secure. I've seen people hoop in 10s, you know what I'm saying? They told me it's one of the best sneakers to hoop in. I might try it someday. Not in my Steel 10s because I know how Jordan Brand get. Those not dropping for a minute. So if I get an old pair of 10s, I'm going to test it out, see how they feel when I hoop in them. But other than that, Jordan 10s are fire. Coming in at number 8 on the list, we got the Air Jordan 9s, created in 1994. I ain't gonna lie, Jordan Brand, y'all was in y'all bag with these right here, man. Word. I love me some Jordan 9s. I was blessed to have a few pairs in my lifetime, you know what I'm saying? My first pair, man. My first pair was the Cool Gray 9s, bro. Oh my God. Moment of silence for those, bro. I'm gonna throw a picture up. I'm gonna throw a picture up from me in high school with those, bro. Early high school. Moment of silence, bro. Jordan Brand, if you ever come back out with those Cool Gray 9s, I would be the first one, whether it's on your app, that stupid rigged app, or in somebody's store. I will be the first one to cop those because beautiful sneaker right there, man. Aside from the Cool Gray 9s, I also had the Space Jam 9s, very iconic shoe, due to, of course, the Space Jam movie with Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes. I love that sneaker right there. I also had those in high school, more so towards my senior year, I believe. I started dogging them out, then I started hooping in them. Very comfortable shooter hooping. I have no problems with them. And I also currently have the University Blues, which came out a few years ago. Not as much of a favorite compared to the Space Jams. They're kind of the same sneaker, just one is red, one is light blue, you know what I'm saying? But I still like them, man. Jordan 9s, fire sneaker right there. Coming in at number 7 on the list. Y'all not gonna like this one, man. I already know. This sneaker should definitely be higher on my ranking list, but coming in at number 7, we got the Air Jordan 4s, created in 1989. I ain't gonna lie, man, like I just said, the Jordan 4 should definitely be higher on my ranking list. I did not have a pair growing up, but I currently have 2 pairs in my inventory, you know what I'm saying? The reason why they are at this ranking spot is because they're not really that comfortable, bro. I hate how the front of the shoe kind of bends in on your toes a little bit the more you wear them. Makes it a little uncomfortable, but other than that, the Air Jordan 4 is swaggy, bro. Almost every colorway they have, I feel like attracts my eyes, bro. It's a very beautiful shoe, very fire concept, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into much detail about what sneakers they got coming out. That's for different videos. But as we all know, the reimagined Bread 4s just came out. Not a big fan of those. I like the OG colorway. Not the OG colorway, the OG material on the Bread 4s, you know what I'm saying? So whoever liked those, I hope you get them. Very fire shoe in general. I love the 4s, but they at number 7, man. Coming in at number 6 on the list, we got the Air Jordan 7s, created in 1992. I don't know, man. This shoe probably gets a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people love this shoe, including myself. And a lot of people may dislike it. They may feel like it's overrated. And a lot of people think they underrated. A lot of mixed feelings between them, depending on the colorway, you know what I'm saying? A lot of iconic colorways, man. I was blessed to have a few pairs in my lifetime. The very first pair I had was the Raptor 7s. Yo, I had a lot of heat that I just baited on, bro. Like, what is wrong with kids when they grow up with sneakers? They always dog them out. That's crazy, bro. But, yeah, aside from the Raptor 7s, I had the French Blues. I gave those away for a different pair. I think I got some ones when I traded those in. And now I currently have the Hair 7s, man. Very tough sneaker. I love that sneaker right there. I try my hardest not to wear it too much because of the certain color. Once it gets messed up, it's wraps. I already see it on one side of the shoe, and I'm just scared to wear it some more. But you gotta wear your sneakers, man. Don't be scared to wear them, or they're gonna turn into dust. Believe it or not. Look it up on YouTube or TikTok. Sneakers start cracking, and it's wraps. So wear your sneakers, man. But at number 6, we got the Air Jordan 7. Love that shoe. And that's it, man. On to the next one. Top 5. Let's get it, man. Coming in at number 5, we got the Air Jordan 12s, created in 1996. The Air Jordan 12s, man, they speak for themselves, bro. Very tough shoe. Very tough shoe. I don't know nobody who dislikes the 12s, honestly. If you do, just try a pair out, bro. Go find the OG colorway, like the flu games or whatever, or the playoffs. I currently own the playoffs myself. I had the red and white pairs, not the cherries. The other ones that came out in like 2017, 2018 or something like that. But, you know, growing up as a kid, you see a lot of sneakers and stuff, but we don't really know the history behind them. We don't know, you know, like the specific Jordan number as a kid, or the specific colorway, whatever, or the specific name behind the sneaker. But when I saw the Jordan 12s, I knew I liked them, bro. I knew I wanted a pair. I was a big fan of the 12s in like my early teenage years when the cool grays come out with the orange swoop on the side, because I love orange. It's my favorite color. The cool grays, the obsidians, the taxis. I still need those in my collection, man. And then I saw the playoffs. Luckily, the playoffs came back out. I caught me a pair of those, man. But Jordan 12s, definitely top 5. I do need the flu games too. Jordan brand, I need all of those, man. I gotta add those to the collection. Come on, do me some wonders, please, bro. Coming in at number 4 on the list, we got the Air Jordan 6s, created in 1991. Similar story to the Air Jordan 12s, man. The Air Jordan 6s was definitely one of those shoes that I saw when I was younger, and I was instantly attracted to them. I love them to this day, you know what I'm saying? I believe I have 4 or 5 pairs in my lifetime. I had the University Blues, the black joints. I gave those away not too long ago. I'm currently sitting on the 2014 Carmine 6s. Whoever want to trade for the newer pair, holla at me, bro. I believe 11 and a half. I ain't wear them in some time. I forgot. Holla at me. Yeah, those 2014 pairs, and I also have the 2018 or the 2019 infrared 6s, you know, the black joints. I forgot what year they came out in between those 2 years. And I know I had one more pair, bro. I'm not bugging, because I hooped in the pair. Oh! Bruh. I hooped in these. Oh my God, I regret it to this day, man. Story time, why not? My very first pair of Jordan 6s was in early high school, freshman year. I copped the Sport Blue 6s, the white and blue joints. Very popular sneaker at that time, you know what I'm saying? This was my very first time waking up and going out to a sneaker release early in the morning, like basically middle of the night, early in the morning type stuff, you know what I'm saying, bro? I live in Queens, New York, so I ran up to Jamaica Avenue to try to cop a pair from Foot Locker or Jimmy Jazz. I did get them from Jimmy Jazz, I believe. Jimmy Jazz was on the Cali block at the time. Wow, man. Oh, the memories. That was the first time I ever went to my own personal, you know, sneaker release party. I was Dolly. I went and copped those up. I think I had to call my pops to come bring like $50 more because the tax. I didn't know they was doing the tax thing at the time, man. It said 180 flat or 200 at the time. It came up to like 220, 230, man. I had to call my pops. I think he left the crib. He met me on the Ave, man, and I copped those. I was so hyped. Around this time, it was summertime, of course, going into my sophomore year. I was so hyped that it was LL Cool J going on. It's a basketball tournament in my hood. I ended up wearing those the day I got them, man. I'll put those joints on, roll my bike down there, riding through the park thinking I was him, bro. I didn't even have a game that day, and I was still swagging, bro. I thought I was him. Oh, man. I had those shoes for about 2 to 3 years, and then I started hooping in them. I scratched them. I scratched the top surface on a table, and I was like, nah, it's wraps, man. I can't do nothing with these no more. So I tried to put white out over it to cover the scratch. It looked ugly. So I hooped in them my senior year, man. I believe when I got my 1K ball on senior night, or one of those nights or something, I believe, I hooped in those that night, man. And I missed those sneakers so much. If those ever come back out, or if I can get my hands on the fresh pair, I definitely would. Jordan 6s, man, y'all did y'all thing with those, Jordan brand. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, top 3. We are now down to the top 3 Air Jordans on my ranking list, man. Let's finish it out. Coming in at number 3 on the list, ironically, the Air Jordan 3s, created in 1988. Oh man, the Air Jordan 3s, it's a lot I can say about them, but that sneaker speaks for itself, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like everybody should, or they do, have at least one favorite Air Jordan 3 in this world right now. That shoe is very tough, very comfortable. They are cool to hoop in, nothing too heavy, nothing too crazy. I was blessed to own a couple of pairs in my lifetime. Funny little story time again. The Fire Red 3s have been one of my favorite Jordans of all time for a while. And that's because I actually thought growing up that was my first pair of Jordans, until my sisters and my parents showed me a picture of when I was younger wearing the Laney 5s, like I mentioned earlier in the video. But yeah, man, the Fire Red 3s have always been a top favorite of mine. Aside from maybe the Air Jordan 3 cutting in on your toes a little bit, just like the 4s, you know, that was the technology around that time when it came to sneakers. Aside from that, I have no problems with the Jordan 3s, man. I love almost every colorway. I've seen almost every colorway on somebody's feet at least once, and they all look good to me at least. But I feel like it's a very good overall shoe, whether it's for kids, women, and men. You can't go wrong with a Jordan 3, bro. Oh, man. Y'all about to hate me for this one. But it's only 2 shoes left, so it's one or the other. If you know, you know. Word. But coming in at number 2 on the list, we got the Air Jordan 1s, created in 1985. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. They should be everybody's top 1, but they're not my top 1. But I love some Jordan 1s, man. And I feel like if you don't like the Jordan 1s, you are a sneaker hater. I'm trolling. Everybody should have their own opinion and taste when it comes to sneakers. But the Air Jordan 1s, man, they speak for themselves. The original, the originator, the one that started it all, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nike, shout out to Jordan for even making all that happen, you know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with no Jordan 1s. I'm currently sitting on 2 pairs right now, the Shadow 1s and the Mochas. I wish I had more in my catalog, but in due time, you know what I'm saying? My favorite sneaker of all time currently is a Jordan 1. I don't want to give that up yet. I don't want to show y'all or tell y'all which one it is. That's for another video. I told you I got mad ideas coming up. But yeah, man, aside from that, the Jordan 1 may be a little uncomfortable depending on the age of the sneaker. But of course, that's the technology from the sneaker. I love how the Jordan 1 has evolved over the years. Me going ahead and doing my little history or research on them. I feel like you can't go wrong with a pair, bro. From the different colorways to the different collabs, from the highs to the lows, because we don't wear mids. No disrespect to anybody who got the mids. They just not the sneakerhead's cup of tea. That's all it is, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't like how they look personally. So with that being said, man, the Air Jordan 1s is coming in at number 2 on my list. Yes, sir! We made it, y'all. Number 1 on the list. The greatest shoe of all time in every aspect. Oh my God. Tinker, you was in your bag when you made this shoe right here, bro. Oh my God. At number 1, we got the Air Jordan 11s, created in 1995. I love this sneaker, bro. Like I said, in every aspect. The comfortability, I've hooped in the shoe, the design of the shoe, the colorways of the shoe, the history behind this shoe. I can't name anything bad when it comes to this sneaker right here, bro. Me personally, I just can't. Maybe y'all can, but I can't look at it and think of any cons, just pros. I love this sneaker overall, bro. I really do. When it comes to the Air Jordan 11, man, I wish I could have every colorway, but I will be honest, there are some bad colorways out there that I truly hate, that I wish that Jordan brand never came out with. But aside from that select few, I wish I could have my hands on all of them, bro. That's how much I love that sneaker. I'm currently sitting on 4 pairs, the Breads, the Concords, the Cool Grays, and the Winlight 96s. A couple summers ago, I started hooping in my Winlight 96s, only because I feel like they wasn't an OD pair to keep clean like the rest of them. I feel like I could easily get my hands back on those if I wanted to. But another story time, man, I also had my hands on the 7210s and the Gamma 11s, bro. Oh my God. Just like my Sport Blue 6s for my 7210s, I ended up scratching them a little bit and I couldn't get the scratch out. It was like deep inside the material on the toe of the shoe. And I was like, nah, man, I can't rock these. Like when I wear my sneakers, they either got to be up to par, they got to be little to no scratches, little to no dirt. I feel like I keep all my sneakers in a good condition. So when that happened, I was like, it's raps, bro. I'm just hooping them. So I was hooping in them for a little bit of time while I was up at my first college. They wasn't even dogged out. That's the funny part. And then some dude that I went to school with, he saw that I was hooping in them. He thought they were still in good condition. He was like, yo, bro, I'll get those off you. We could trade for what I got, whatever. And you know, me being me, a good person, and me thinking these shoes was done, at least to me, I gave them away, bro. I wish I didn't, because he ended up telling me he got the scratch off. Are you kidding me? How? If I knew how, I would have did that myself. I would have kept them. I would have still had them over here with the rest, bro. Word. But I gave those away. And with the Gamma 6s.
He needs some milk.
It was partially owned. It was in my early high school years. You know, it was one of those times when you're growing up with all your friends or whatever, we all swapping shoes or we all trying out different stuff, you know what I'm saying? Not on some dirty bum stuff, but you know, we would let each other hoop in certain shoes, let each other try certain stuff. And one of my mans, he had a used pair of Gamma 11s. He was like, yo, I don't really want these no more. You got some nice Currys, let me get those. He wanted to hoop in the Currys. I wanted to swag out in the Gammas, but it was one of their senior nights, you know what I'm saying? I was a junior on the basketball team. I was like, you know what? All my seniors, they about to leave. They looking clean. They got some cool gear on or whatever. I'm going to rock the Gammas. I'm going to play in them so I can look up the par. I ended up hooping in them. My homie thought, yo, those still look nice, bro. I might need those back. I was like, oh, man. I baited, bro. I baited. I should have just kept them in the closet. They would have still been here with me or whatever. But I'm not mad. I am mad because Jordan Brand has yet to come out with those gamers. I wish they will, bro. I really do. I really do. Word. In due time. In due time. But aside from that, man, that is my Jordan ranking list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know what I'm saying? Please, 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 aside from thumbs up, aside from thumbing up the video, let me know in the comments what you think about this list. Where would you put certain sneakers? What is your ranking list? Let me know. You can put it down below. I'll like it. I'll comment to it. You know what I'm saying? This has been fun. You know, I love talking about sneakers, going over the history of them or whatever. I got more ideas coming up. Like I said, I didn't want to give away too many spoilers. So, more consistent videos coming out. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Show some love to the channel, man. Hit the bell so you know when I'm posting more videos. I hope you guys are doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? Keep your head up, staying safe. More health, more wealth. We all need it, man. We all got each other. We all gonna be good. At the end of the day, it's low life, man. Lack of worries. And we got it, bro. This is your boy, Man, a.k.a. Lowski, a.k.a. the Big Low. I'm tired, I ain't gonna lie. Safety, y'all. Appreciate you.